Hello friends and welcome to another Modern League. Today we're going to be playing Goblins. This is a creature combo deck. You're going to be able to either win through Conspicuous Snoop and with Harbinger, or just lucking out naturally, putting a Kiki-Jiki on top of your deck and then creating an unbound number of Snoops. Um, this is an interesting trick where Snoop is getting the activated ability of Kiki-Jiki, and Kiki-Jiki specifically says create a token that's a copy of target non-legendary creature you control. Now, normally, because of that wording, Kiki-Jiki cannot copy itself, but the Snoop is not a legend, so it's able to. And then once you've made however many goblins you want, for your final trick, you make a copy of Harbinger, set Sling-Gang Lieutenant on top of your library, and then throw all those goblins at your opponent's face. Now, besides that, you do actually have a fairly decent creature strategy where you can just put creatures down and attack with them. You have Chieftain, which gives your Gobos +1/+1 in haste. You have Ringleader, which fills your hand. You have Fanatic, which takes care of Ragavan, and Munitions Expert, which takes care of Planeswalkers, not to mention the War Marshal. So we're well set up for both sides of this strategy, and I guess in a sense, like being a creature combo deck that can win through combo and win through combat, I guess in a sense it's similar to Yawgmoth combo. And well, we all know how I feel about Yawgmoth combo by now, I guess. Yeah, as far as the sideboard goes, we got some pretty interesting hits. Emrakul is definitely pretty cool. I imagine this is brought in against Mill. Can't really think of much other reason to be having it. We're not going to be casting it. Fury is just fantastic for being able to eliminate opposing threats. Trashmaster and Answer to Artifacts, Leyline of the Void, great way to get rid of an opponent's graveyard. Magus of the Moon is pretty interesting. Apparently, the creature has actually been getting quite a few points over the enchantment lately because of Boseiju. So we're running a full 4 of Magus of the Moon. There's an extra Harbinger in here. I'm not exactly sure what that's about, but there it is. We are running Spike's list, and I do have a lot of confidence in Spike as a deck builder, so there's a reason it's there. I'm just not quite sure what it is myself. And then finally, we have Void Mirror, which is going to be really good against any spell that costs 0 or like Cascade or any of that nonsense. Um, this hand is like not very impressive. No Aether Vial. We don't have Snoop yet, so we gotta wait till turn 3 to get the Matron and then put Snoop down. It seems really slow. On the other hand, our opponent is mulliganed, and this is a playable hand. I'm leaning towards mulliganing it. Cheers, Titan. All right. That is not. No, it's just some water and, oh, water and ginger beer. So I guess, like, technically, in some sense. That's it for me. That's convenient. It's a lot like ginger ale, except the ginger kind of like punches you right in the nose instead of being this subtle flavor. I do too, handsome. All right, so I'm fine with trading their creatures are going to be really good as the game goes on. So I'll just get rid of that one. See, because like already they put down a Lord of Atlantis and my Mogg Fanatic. I mean, I guess I could have still sacrificed it to kill the Adept with that on the stack. So thirsty I could drink Canada dry. It's a joke my dad used to tell me when I was a kid. Old school dad jokes. Really? Oh, I've never heard of Ale 81. Oh, fair enough. Not really popular in Italy, only used for cocktails. Now, I'm trying to drink a lot less sugar, but adding, a little bit of ginger beer to my water gives it a lot of flavor and a little bit of sugar, so I've been a fan. I think I might start blocking, try and prevent a little bit of damage so that I can get my combo to go. It's interesting. Let's play the Snoop, see what's on top. A late one. Okay, I get it. Oh, hey, Harbinger's on top, huh? I guess that doesn't really matter. It would have been fine if that had been on top when... Anyway, it doesn't matter. So, do we want to attack with anything? We could attack with Ringleader, I guess. I'm going to probably block with my two Matrons. Oh, that's a lot better for you, Titan Rising. Sway Loon, but they're tapped out now. So, is this just guaranteed? Ah, they had the subtlety. Okay. And we don't have the mana to be able to cast it. Good thing I don't have any islands. Damn. Hey, we get a Kiki-Jiki on top. That's nice. Easy clicks, too. Ah, they have, Oh, they're gonna gut shot. Gut shot, gut shot? Interesting. Outside of water, my favorite drink, tea. Cream of Earl Grey. So we could play some more of this stuff, but I'd have to fetch the Kiki-Jiki away. I would rather on-upkeep, try and do the combo again. Were you in danger of just dying here? You have two blocks, block here, take 5, should be fine. Those islands always make you think of energy. Yeah, I think they were called like the either what was it, the energy lands or the Pokemon lands. Oh, I forgot about the ward. That's all right. We got mana to pay. Cool. All right, so we're playing against Merfolk. I guess we bring in Fury. I think the Fanatics aren't super good here. They're going to have one hit maybe some of the time. Could potentially bring in Trashmaster to try and hit their Aether Vials. Be more interested if it could trash enchantments too. Give us the big Eldrazi. If we end up fighting against Mill, definitely bring that in Emrakul. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. Let's mulligan this. We got the Fury. The hand is like very not impressive, but Fury can do a lot of work. I like the Munitions Expert. I think I'm going to keep the Bloodstained Mire for later. We can use it to shuffle the top of our library if we have a Snoop on the battlefield, so that we can potentially find a card that we want on top. So we'll just leave it in our hand for a little while. Womp womp. Do not like. Hey there, Avis. So the Lava Runners are in the sideboard for decks that don't have creatures. So if you're playing against Tron or what have you, if your opponent isn't going to be able to block your creatures, that's when you bring it in. Yeah, you got it. I like the Aether Vial. They all have a ward now, too. This is so awkward. Oh, there's a Snoop. Probably just play Snoop. Matthias, thanks for the follow, friend. Maybe try and win next turn. Have another Snoop on top. This has Indestructible. If you control at least 2 other Merfolk, they have the Aether Vial, so they could potentially put in another Merfolk. They could have, like, Mimic the Shaper or something. So it'd be pretty risky to try and Fury the Sveiloon. All the way up to 4. Oh, that's for, Subtlety. Do you have another Subtlety? Looks like they do. Can we survive? Block 3, take 7? Looks like we can survive here. So we have the Munitions Expert to jump in and block. Unfortunately, we can't kill any of their critters because they have Ward. Hey, more to light. Thank you so much for the raid. How did your stream go? What were you playing? More to raid! Alright, so that's lethal. I guess we can block and, try to I don't think there's any way to get through it at this point, though. Like, our life total is way too low. And we know what's on top. Like, there's no way to get through this. Yeah, Battle of the Tribes. I think that our opponent has a little bit more experience with Merfolk than we do with Goblins. Especially if the time on the chess clock is any indication. But we're going to have some fun today. Because when is it not a good time when you're playing with Goblins, right? So you're playing the 4-color mid-range into Jeskai brought back. Jeskai brought back. Oh, nice. I guess it doesn't really matter. I was thinking like, oh, Cavern of Souls, now they can't counter my Snoop, but the counter they have for my Snoop gets around Cavern of Souls anyway. Yeah, I mean, I've definitely had some choice words for my opponent when they've cast brought back and brought back elemental incarnations. Okay, fine, fine. I think I can get through this. It'll be fine. Brought back 2 Furies. No! Let's see if we can fetch into a win here. Didn't I just shuffle you away? Let's go get Harbinger. Again, land on top. Yeah, well, like all, or most anyways, of the channel lands, it's free, basically, to play it. And then maybe, you get those 2/1/1 haste tokens. Maybe they attack for lethal, maybe they block lethal. Yeah, it seems like a really solid card. Beseiju, oh my. Opponent just scoops. I mean, they know I have Harbinger, so if they have no way to answer what I'm doing with Harbinger, yeah, they might as well just give up, I guess. So we'll call that a win. This one, I don't really like this hand. We have nothing to do turn 1. Our turn 2 is dependent on them doing a thing that Munitions Expert is good against. And, like, yeah, we also have Kiki-Jiki in hand, and I'm not a fan of that. Let's mulligan. Our opponent is streaming now too? Oh, cool. So that means that y'all can see both sides of the match, if you're interested in that kind of thing. Personally, I'm just going to focus on what I'm doing, but yeah, I think this hand looks fantastic. Let's just maybe get rid of the Prospector. I don't know, Prospector plus Marshal seems really good. Maybe we're just supposed to get super greedy and get rid of a land here. Could get rid of the Munitions Expert. What are they playing? They're playing Yorion. It's going to be a creature deck. Munitions Expert is going to be good. I don't want to get rid of that. Oh, there's Ragavan. Now, we don't have any young wolves to meet their Ragavan, but we do have Mogg War Marshal. What do you think of that, Ragavan? Ren and 6. So we can kill the Ren and 6 on our turn. Ooh. Evoked Solitude. Okay, that's pretty good. They're still going to have to lose either the Ragavan or the Ren and 6 here. But we're out of gas. And opponent is gassing back up. Ooh, that is not what I wanted to draw. Not at all. Looks like they're not going to let me kill the Ren and 6. Oh, this game isn't going the way I want it to. And meanwhile, the opponent continues to pull ahead with card advantage. Come on. Lands, lands, lands. Hey, it's just like my opponent's username. Only lands. Let's go. Oh, what was I even thinking? These things have haste. I haven't been playing with this enough. Could have done this on my turn and tried to kill the Ren and 6. That's, I hold myself accountable for that. Not that it really matters. Opponent has infinite cards, 8 cards in hand, to my 1 legendary land. I don't think there can really be any way to come back in this game, right? Oh, we can get a little bit more information anyway. Oh, Spirit Token still got some work done. Running 6 off the table, Teferi off the table. But opponent still has 8 cards in hand to my nada. So just because we have a 3/1/1s, still not feeling too good about this one. Glittering Wish for Omnath. Play Omnath. Oh, they can't play Omnath with those colors, so I guess I'll have to wait. I've been holding this fetch land in case we get a Snoop and I want to shuffle away the top card. These ones? Yeah, they're very pretty. There's a Fury. Anyone in chat know where these lands are from? Alright, so the Omnath is going to be able to gain them life. I think that at this point, we're not going to be able to come back. Like, their life total was going down, going down, going down. I was holding out hope that we might be able to whittle it down to 0 through over the course of the game, but now that they have access to that kind of life gain, no way. Let's bring in... I mean, they had a lot of basics. Is Magus even, like, good? I think I kind of want to cut down on combo here and try and go more for, like, Ringleader. They just have so much removal that I don't think the combo is really going to work. Here's Ragavan. Love that this is such a playable card, the Mogg War Marshal. 2 mana, pair 1/1s. And if you have some way to take advantage of the front side before the Echo is paid, 3 1/1s. Like excuse me, for example, Sling-Gang Lieutenant. Another Sling-Gang. Don't like that. And we won't be drawing a land. This is not looking too good. That 1-2 punch took away a lot of our mana, a lot of our ability to do anything. Obviously, we trade there. Mogg War Marshal, we can put that in with the Aether Vial, so let's attack for 1. And it's Omnath again. Another Matron. So let's go get Munitions Expert. Kill their Omnath. And I guess we'll attack for 2 while we're at it. Next turn we can play Sling-Gang, and that should be a lot of damage on the table. Hey! Here's Solitude. Oh my god, Plague Engineer. Ugh, that would be rough. Oh, that's just lethal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sling-Gang Lieutenant! Done a good job. Maybe we should be bringing in Void Mirror against their elementals. Void Mirror sucks. Oh no. I don't believe the combo is going to work, is why. They've got Solitude and Fury and so forth. I think that anytime we try to go for the combo, they're going to have the answer. So I'm trying to be more of like a value deck. Forcing them to Solitude. Snoop seems like a good deal. Yeah. On the other hand, when they Fury my entire board, not so much. Was not thinking of endurance. Oh, that's an interesting choice. Speaking of interesting choices. Okay, Solitude here, but that costs... It's a heavy cost of Solitude here, I think. If we had one more mana, we could Fanatic and kill it. Alright, yeah, our whole deck is weak to Fury. Fury kind of makes me cry. Fortunately, like you were saying earlier, we don't really have to worry about the, what was the name? Plague Engineer. Not a good draw. Could go Crucible of Defiance. On the other hand, we could just play Mogg Fanatic. Get in for 4. Wow, Steam Vents Untapped Pass. Must be another Solitude in hand. Oh, is that a good draw? Looks like a good one to me. How good is our luck here? Oh, all right. Not terrible. So we're just going to pass here. If I attack in, then they Solitude one of my creatures away and block and gain life. So I lose 3 creatures, and yeah, they don't basically lose anything. Whereas next turn we get the Sling-Gang Lieutenant, so anytime they try to block anything... Really? You want to go for the Fanatic? Okay. I mean, it's got to go at some point, I guess. And that means that they can attack. That's fair. I guess they could attack with Solitude here. Oh no! That's worst case. Yuri. Hey, maybe they won't be able to cast spells anymore. On the other hand, we cast this, we also don't get to play Sling-Gang Lieutenant, so that is something to think about. So do we want to play Sling-Gang Lieutenant before Magus? They only have one card in hand. And they have a pretty scary clock, just like attacking with Fury turn after turn. I think we probably have to play Sling-Gang first. Kind of wish I had grabbed a Swamp earlier, because then I would have just slammed Magus to the Moon immediately. Definitely have to keep that in mind next time I'm playing Magus of the Moon in this. Okay, March of the Otherworldly Light. Guess we hit them for one. No attacks, okay. So they still have good blocks if we try and attack them for now. This will keep them from playing any of their incarnations without tapping their mana. So Fury is still good, but none of the other ones are going to work. Oh, just Lightning Bolt for Magus. Lame. They got all their manas back. So now they can just Yorion. Blink the Fury. So we could triple block the Fury, which gets it off the table, and then at least the Yorion won't blink it and kill all my critters anyway. Does that work? I think it does. Because they kill one, do 1 damage to one, and then we do 4 damage to the Fury. No, no, it doesn't work. Because they kill the Goblin Chieftain first. Embarrassing. Well, I think we're out of this one. They have Yorion in hand. They have Hero. They got Fury, Endurance. Like, Mogg Fanatic's not going to get us there. We had a pretty good game 2. Game 3 was kind of interesting. Alright, we got to play this time, and we also got no lands. Let's mulligan. This one looks fine to me. We have Aether Vial. We got a pair of lands. Got stuff. Not super good, though. Like, we don't have anything to do on turn 2. If we don't draw another land, we're just kind of stuck, but we're definitely going to keep it. Ooh, we're up against Tron. Another Aether Vial. Well, that's not what I wanted. Play the Hovel, reveal Matron, play the Matron, go get Snoop, and pass turn back. So they had Natron, and they just pass back with Natural Tron. Mogg War Marshal. Hmm. That is what you have to be afraid of. Yep, bunch of Ugins. Oh, just one? Brutal. Alright, so that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put him to 7, not good enough, so let's kill the Ugin and deal them 6. So first they started with Ugin, now Ulamog. Getting rid of 2 critters. My 2 best ones, obviously. So I guess we'll sacrifice them for mana, so Mons will trigger. Too bad we didn't have more mana, couldn't activate the ability, that would be nice. Get a Snoop. Munitions Expert isn't really going to do too much. I'm thinking like maybe I want to leave the Snoop until the end step. Then again, if I put the Snoop down now, maybe I can hit something nice off the top for 3 mana, maybe even 4 mana. Oh, or we could just hit land. Let's bring in Void Mirror, Magus of the Moon. Maybe Trashmaster? Probably don't need Fanatic. Hey, Chuck. I mean, we're on the play with Magus of the Moon. I think we keep this. The hand is really awkward, but we're keeping it for the Magus. Can go get a Swamp with the Bloodstained Mire. And then we can play this for the red mana, reveal Matron, play Magus on turn 3. That way we also don't have to reveal that we're fetching Swamp. Until now. HNDK, hello, hello. Goes and gets the power plant, plays a sphere, and it's back to us. So the mana's a little bit awkward here. We could play Matron, go get a thing, and not be able to play it. Could play Marshal by itself, or we can play Trashmaster, which is the best like use of our 4 mana. Although we don't have a Goblin besides itself to be able to kill a thing. Kind of a little bit awkward. This hand it's been awkward the whole time. It's just been based on a turn 3 Magus of the Moon on the play being good enough by itself. But next turn we'll be able to Matron, go get Snoop, and see if we can set something up. Goes and gets a forest. Another Ancient Stirrings. That's Ancient Stirrings number 3. They are churning through their deck. Finds another forest. There's a relic. That doesn't help them. Besides drawing a card, which is helpful in itself. Get Aether Vial. I could just play Kiki-Jiki attack. Play Kiki-Jiki, copy the Trashmaster. Yeah, I kind of like it. It's actually quite a bit of damage. Wondering how this works. Does a trigger go on the stack when this thing's going to be sacrificed? I guess it doesn't matter because they're activating the relic and that was the only target. But we're going to be able to find out. So, yep, trigger goes onto the stack, so we get an opportunity to sacrifice it if we wish. So this is our last turn to interact. Okay, looks like an easy win. Yeah, they concede. Okay. Maggots of the Moon did that all by itself. Two lands, we have Aether Vial. So we get to go turn 2 War Marshal. The thing is, we don't have the combo, and we don't have Maggots of the Moon, although we are on the draw here, so Maggots of the Moon is not going to be too great. Yeah, the Emrakul is for mill. Oh, we have the Void Mirror here. I'm going to keep this one. Void Mirror and Snoop. Maybe we can work something out with this hand. I'll just get rid of a Blood Crypt. I don't expect to be Void Mirror to be anything too special, but, you know, like it could potentially make their hand a little bit awkward. Oh no, the forest? Ah, they would have to find a friggin' forest. Oh, that basically just nullifies the Void Mirror in this matchup. I should be happy. Oh my god, seriously? That's not quite a win though, right? We can make infinite Snoops, but we don't have a way to sacrifice them. If we had one more mana, we could just play the Sling-Gang, it would be fine. I wonder if they know what's up. Maybe we can trick them. No, it looks like they're quite willing to just wait. So if we can get a Boggart on top, Sling-Gang on top, um, Prospector on top, that looks like enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that should be enough. Ah, just a Mire. And a few hits there on top. Quite a few. Another Bloodstained Mire on top. Let's fetch that away. Go get a Swamp. Courtyard on top. You're really not helping me out here, deck. We had a pretty solid start. If we got lucky, we were going to be fine. As is, though, it's still a little bit awkward for them. They can cast one big spell through the Void Mirror thanks to their Forest. Next turn, we can Kiki-Jiki, target the Sling-Gang, make more tokens. Oh, Beseiju on the Void Mirror. Yeah, thanks, HNDK. You're right. I cannot use the Kiki-Jiki. The Snoop, fine. Kiki-Jiki, no. Hey, Magus the Moon on top. Good shuffle. That was really lucky. Oh, there's a Karn. Great creator. That's a good one. They get Walking Ballista. Good choice. Wow, they're going to use it? I would have figured they want to save it to kill Magus of the Moon. Okay. Sling-Gang on top. But we are missing mana again. Again, we're off by 1 mana. So I guess we just play the Magus and kill the Karn. I'm getting a lot of people that want to be banned today on the channel. A lot of ban me bots. So like if they had left the Walking Ballista on the battlefield as a 1/1. Ah, okay, they have O-Stone, so that gets rid of the Magus. Okay, let's hope we get Trashmaster on top. Nope. Never lucky. Alright, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're just off of lethal. Maybe we can kill him with Den of the Bugbear next turn. Yeah, that's true. O-Stone gets rid of the Pithing Needle. It also uses all of their lands. So they're going to have 2 mana left over after this. And then we get to attack for 4 with Den. Now they're pausing on the Sling-Gang here. It looks like they might be counting up the damage. And if they see the Den of the Bugbear on the battlefield, then maybe they'll just concede. Nice. Okay. That worked out. This hand looks fine to me. Get an Aether Vial on the play. Seems good. Oh my. Force of Negation. Are we playing against Rhinos? Crashing Footfalls enters the Exile Zone. Playing against Rhinos. Let's see if we can get lucky. Munitions experts don't really seem to be what I want to. Munitions experts don't really seem to be where I want to be. We're not going to have a ton of targets for them. I guess later, be able to try and use them to take out the Rhino tokens. Captain Lugash. Hey, thanks for the Yawgmoth content. Picked up the deck myself and enjoy it so much. Well, thank you so much for the good cheer, and I'm very glad that you enjoyed the Yawgmoth deck and my content. Thank you very much for coming by and saying so. Awesome. And no pressure or anything, seriously, but I just so happen to have this fancy Yawgmoth emote that you get with bits. So I think you're like halfway there, right? Ah, glad you think so. Okay. We attacking with these things, they're probably just going to block with two Rhinos, right? They only have two cards in hand? Ah. Friend of yours just got Yogg, an MTGO deck, super cool. Yes, it is. You're recommending my channel to them? Oh, that's awesome. Hey, thank you. Word of mouth is pretty much the best way to spread interest in a channel. Okay, so they do have the outburst. Because, you know, like if somebody comes up and tells you, hey, you know, you should probably check this out, you're going to pay attention. All right, let's see if we can get a land here. We get a land, we can kill two Rhinos. Okay. So, let's see here. Black, red, Munitions Expert, target, red, black. Kill two Rhinos. And we're still dead. Smooth move, but you still die. Oh yeah, we're still super dead. Fire, do 2 damage to you. Another shardless agent. Just all the rhinos. All 4 footfalls. Oh, yeah, that was a mistake. I didn't want 61. Thanks for bringing that up. Now that we've noticed the problem, we fixed it. It was because I brought in the Harbinger and put it over here instead of into this row. So it looked like these two were even. So I just took out an even amount and there was one extra over here. Bring in the Furies. I mean, I guess like they 1-for-1 with half of a Rhino. Oh, that's true. They do run the moons. Damn it. Opponent is disconnected. I'm sure they'll be back soon. But I guess they won't be sideboarded. Unless they come back real soon. We got the Snoop, the Matron. This could potentially be pretty quick. But also we gotta wait for the opponent to regain connection to the internet. Or whatever happened. Okay, they're back. They're mulliganing. Looks like they're going down to 5. Get a Blood Crypt. Because we're going to want red to start. Hey, if we get land on top, this is a turn 3 win. Land on top. Okay. So now we just need to avoid Fire Ice. And 2 red mana. Okay, it's Stomp. Regardless, that's enough to stop the combo. So let's Goblin Matron go get another Snoop. Get another land. So if we play Snoop here, it's not really mana efficient. Like, we can't play anything else with it, but it also just potentially wins next turn. So in that sense, it's the most efficient play. And we also get to take a look at what's on top and maybe play it as well. Nope. No attacks. Because they're probably just going to make a pair of Rhinos here. Alright, so we take 8. They have 4 cards in hand, so they could potentially have something. That's something. Do not like... think we're just dead. Like, we could play Sling-Gang here. Block the Bone Crusher. Gain some life. But then we're just dead on the next turn anyway. I'm going to move on to the next match. Which I guess is going to be the final match. This hand looks great. We'll keep it. And they got a Soulscar Mage. Okay, this is going to be a fast match. Call Goblin. Play Aether Vial. It's back. Ooh, damn. Cascade into Boom Bust, Cast Bust. Yeah, that would be pretty painful. Oh wow, they're on a 1 land hand. We got a chance. Another Snoop. Okay, that's good. Because our first Snoop is probably going to get bolted. And Mogg Fanatic on top. That is not a land. Yeah, and then Tybalt ruined everything, just like always. Yeah, no blocks. So we might as well just play Mogg Fanatic and then put Snoop into play with the Vial. Seems to be the most mana efficient thing we can do. Actually, maybe we should just play the Snoop with the Vial, because then maybe we're going to get something on top that we're going to want to play. Oh, Zulado, you're 100% correct. I forgot that that was a thing I could do. Yeah, Snoop on their end step is safer for the Snoop. I was just thinking, like, maybe we could get something out of it. Yeah, there you go. It's true. When you have one cantrip, it's a cantrip. I keep one-landers all the time, especially like in a deck like this. You should have seen yesterday when I was playing Pauper Burn. I think it was like 4 or 5, probably more one-landers we just kept. And like I just figure it's a gamble. So I'm gonna take that gamble, and if I win or lose on it, whatever. But I'm not gonna complain about it because I put myself in that situation. All right, so we got the combo here. Sling-Gang on top. All right, we're gonna need that for later. Yeah, yeah. YouTube video will be coming out tomorrow. I'm gonna probably gonna put out both leagues eventually, but I'll put out the trophy league for tomorrow. Don't think that a lot of what we've got here is going to be super good. Maybe bring in the Harbinger. Maybe we bring in the Fury, actually. Because, like, if they're a Prowess deck, then getting rid of their creatures is a good thing. Against Mill, we bring in the Emrakul. Probably actually take out Ringleaders, because we're not going to have a lot of time to be able to do the Ringleader thing. Like, the game's going to be over fast. Hey, Jay? Cheers. I mean, we got the Fury, but otherwise the hand is not impressive. 4 lands? I think I'm into trading this one back. Try and find a better 6. Eh, got the Snoop, got the Matron. We'll keep this, get rid of a Bloodstained Mire. Maybe we want to keep the Mire to go get Swamp. We'll get rid of the Hovel. That too, definitely. Goblin. All right, so we're going to block the Swift Spear, go to the damage step, and with damage on the stack, we'll sacrifice the Mogg Fanatic to kill their Swift Spear. Haha! That'll show them. Oh, they got the Prowess trigger. We can't do it now. Just gonna have to fix my time machine first, and then we'll be able to do it. Yeah, there you go, Ferret Chippy. 2009 was a long time ago. Indeed, I've been playing since the Ice Age. What about yourself? Cursed Scrolls? Yup. Well, we got to land on top. Mirage? Oh, that was a good one. Very nice basics in Mirage. Yeah, between Mirage and Tempest, those are some of my favorite basic lands. They just have so much nostalgia for me, and then also, like, the art is beautiful. Oh yeah, Saga has really nice basics as well. And I mean, that deck was just nuts. Or sorry, that set was absolutely nuts. So I figured they were going to go in here on this turn, so I want to block the Swift Spear to prevent maximum damage. Killer Snoop. It was being so conspicuous, they had to kill it. And of course, with all that toughness on the Swift Spear and it being the future, we're not able to kill the Swift Spear with damage on the stack, so I guess we'll go back to our turn, play the land we knew about, and I guess play a Matron. But pretty sure that we're about to die here. This thing is just going to be able to kill us too quickly. Guess we could try and get Sling-Gang and try and do some stuff. I should take another look at Izzet Prowess. This was actually the first deck that I played on stream. Izzet Prowess and I think it was Dimir Fairies in Pauper. It's the only deck I lost to at Halifax. It's really good. You kind of feel like it's gone out of favor a little bit recently, but really, really strong. Yeah, it looks like I'm dead. And they still have 2 cards in hand. Expressive Iteration is one hell of a card. No joke. Alright, let's resubmit, see if we can do any better on the play. Maybe our opponent will get stuck on lands again. Can give us some more salt. Well, that's not going to work for me. Let's mulligan that. Good enough. Not great. We'll keep this. Get rid of probably Hovel. We could just get rid of the Mire or the Swamp. I'm thinking like we get rid of the Swamp here. The Bloodstained Mire will cost us a point of life to be able to produce mana, which might be pricey. Yeah, let's just get rid of the Mire. Save our life total as much as we can. Mishra's Bauble themselves immediately. So they probably have a fetch land and a non-fetch land. Oh, Kiki-Jiki. I think I wanted you in the deck. Name Goblin. Play Snoop. Matron on top. Okay. So next turn we can play Matron, go get Snoop, because this one's going to die. Is that another Mishra's Bauble? Okay, just Bauble effects. No blocks. Ghost, thanks for the follow, friend. Oh, they're gonna Lava Dart the Snoop. Sacrificing a mountain. Oh, it is a lot of damage, and it gets rid of my combo piece. So yeah, gotta respect that. Watch your YouTube videos? Oh, that's excellent. And now you're here. Alright, alright. I really like how YouTube and Twitch kind of work together that way. YouTube lets people know about Twitch, Twitch lets people know about YouTube. Go get another Snoop. Yeah, I really personally enjoy how you can watch videos at increased speed on YouTube. Highly recommend it for Magic videos. Oh, the gamble pays off. We only take 2 damage. And the Fury. On the other hand, I kind of like split damage because then they have to like use their spells And their spells aren't targeting Snoop. Oh, cool. They're going to use Mutagenic Growth to save their critter. So, yeah, I just lose 2 cards for Mutagenic Growth. Good one. Especially Cooper's video because he plays so slow. You joke, but I'm serious. Because I play too slow. Really like the pause videos. Try and see the collect play for scales. It's really good practice. Yep. 4 damage not going to the face at least. Very true. We're going to block here. Aether Vial here is really awkward. Another Aether Vial on top? Are you serious? At least land would let us play Sling-Gang. Aether Vial into Aether Vial is painful. There's Darcy. They're just missing sorcery or creature. Just 2 damage again. Okay, well, at least that's something we can do. I think we just get aggressive. Really wish we could play Sling-Gang next turn, but we know we got Matron coming up. No, you're supposed to block with your creatures. Ah, and they hit on the Darcy. That's like worst case. Got close, but some very suspect plays at the end there on my part. Like, if we were getting to land here, sure, fine. We can play the Sling-Gang and win. But yeah, that attack was suspect. Lava Dart probably kills. That's 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, Lava Dart kills. We'll give him the GGs in chat. Ugh. Alright, friends. Well, that's the league for today. Still had a lot of fun playing with Goblins, but I think that when I get back to it, I'm going to have to focus in a little bit more on what I'm doing and get a little bit luckier. So this is the deck we were playing today, Goblin Combo. Definitely enjoy the feel of the deck. Feels a lot like Yawgmoth to me, but unlike Yawgmoth, when they're answering our combo pieces, we don't really get more value afterwards, right? Like, if someone Unholy Heat targeting my Young Wolf is going to come back. But if they Unholy Heat my Snoop, then it's just gone, and I have to start rebuilding my combo. So there is that. I think it's a little bit weaker to removal, but on the other hand, it also attacks pretty well, does damage pretty well, has a lot of reach. So yeah, definitely like the deck, and I intend on playing it again despite the less than perfect league, but that just means there's room to improve. So I can only get better from here, friends.